Board now for the finale, underway in this Morrow Tyres 6yo Geldings Maiden. Ranger Kid is one of the first to show in company with Ballyearl. Storm Hill is also close to the pace in company with Electricity Work as they head on their way towards the first of the 15. Shantour.T, Colditz Castle, Billy Kimber and the Hairy Fella. They race in mid-division as the leaders leave the ground at the first. Front group safely out over it. For Paddy, the captain has unshipped rider. Also coming down at the first was Struel Duke. So it was 2 of the 13 at fence number 1. My Wings is towards the tail of the field. Leah's Boy and Naribo, others towards the back, who have 2 loose horses to contend with as they head out over number 2. Ranger Kid safely out over it. Ballyearl slower than some of his rivals as the remaining 11 runners turn left-handed and head into the back straight where 3 and 4 await them. And Ranger Kid has the advantage by a length to Storm Hill, the grey on the outside. Billy Kimber with cheek pieces races on the inside of Electricity Work. And Tour.T and Ballyearl race side by side in 5th and 6th positions. Colditz Castle is next. Good jump there by Storm Hill. Leah's Boy is towards the tail end of the field with My Wings and Naribo as they head on their way towards the next, which is fence number 4. Ranger Kid in purple colours races on the inside of Storm Hill. Not a great deal separating them as they go out over it. On touching down, Naribo still the back marker, races in company with My Wings and Leah's Boy, the change of colours, maroon sleeves and a striped jacket. As they turn left-handed, leaving the back straight behind them, they're on the run towards the home straight. And Ranger Kid, now with the 2 loose horses on his outside, has the advantage and is extending it upwards of 2 to 3 lengths over Storm Hill in the second position. Billy Kimber and Electricity Work complete the front quartet. Ballyearl and Shantour.T give chase in 5th and 6th from Colditz Castle as they turn into the home straight and straighten on up towards fence number 5. Ranger Kid, Storm Hill, Electricity Work, Billy Kimber from Ballyearl, Electricity Work, Shantour.T, Colditz Castle. The Hairy Fella races towards the rear of mid-division. And the trio behind that one are Leah's Boy, My Wings and Naribo. So bypassing what was their first fence, they head around the outside of it, and the next one they meet will be now fence number 6. And the advantage is still with Ranger Kid as he turns left-handed out of the home straight and has the advantage by just half a length now. Storm Hill in a close second as they prepare to leave the ground at this next fence number 6. Billy Kimber still in third as the leader safely out over it. Ballyearl took a chance in the 5th position, races on the inside. Electricity Work, the one that goes by that one. After these races, Shantour.T, green jacket with white sleeves, being tracked out wide in the light blue colours of the Hairy Fella, makes a quick reappearance, having finished second at Punchestown last week. Colditz Castle in the cheek piece with a red jacket races down the inside of this one as they head out over fence number 7. Again, Ballyearl wasn't as quick as some of his rivals. Leah's Boy is towards the tail end of the field with Naribo and My Wings. Continuing the run down along the back straight, they head on their way towards number 8. Ranger Kid and James Kenny safely out over it, but the better jump came from Storm Hill and Dara Allen on the outside. Billy Kimber with cheek pieces and Shantour.T improving on the outside of Electricity Work. Ballyearl is next from the Hairy Feller. Colditz Castle, Leah's Boy is towards the tail end of the field as the loose horse just comes up the inside of rivals as they're on the run towards the home straight and the next, which is fence number 9. So turning in, it's still Ranger Kid, a number of placed efforts to his name, leads them in from Billy Kimber in the second spot. Storm Hill is a close third, has always been to the 4th throughout. Ballyearl is next with Electricity Work and Colditz Castle. Shantour.T continues to chart a wider course, being stalked all the while by the Hairy Fella, My Wings, Leah's Boy and Naribo. So continuing to bypass this fence. They have 4 left to jump in our concluder. Ranger Kid with the advantage and has made almost all the running to the stage with the father and son team of James and Liam Kenny. Storm Hill on the outer with Billy Kimber down the inside. Ballyearl has made his way into 4th on the inside of Electricity Work. Shantour.T continues to race on the outside of rivals. The Hairy Fella and Colditz Castle are next as they go out over the 4th last. After the Hairy Fella races Naribo, a push along My Wings, and Leah's Boy has dropped to the tail of the field and is ridden to try and keep tabs on those in front. So heading towards the 3rd last, One of two down along the back straight. Ranger Kid being taken on by Stormhill. The front pair with the advantage by 2. Better jump by Stormhill. As they went out over, it sees him land with the initiative. Has the advantage by just half a length. Ranger Kid. The hairy fella's made good ground now for John Barry, goes into third. Billy Kimber's next. Electricity work as they head out over the second last fence. And it's still Stormhill, but now the hairy fella's sent for home by John Barry and has quickly established an advantage of a length or 2. Stormhill, though, is battling back and now comes up on the outside and reduces the advantage once again. Billy Kimber and Ranger Kid, electricity work. My Wings from the back of the field. Ballyearl, Naribo and Clonditz Castle. They're on the run towards the home straight with one left to jump in our finale, and it's all change up front once again because Ranger Kid and Stormhill, they were 1-2 for much of this contest. They've got back over the head of affairs from the hairy fella. Electricity work in green sleeves is staying on strongly. Here's the final fence, and Stormhill was light over it, but he lands with a narrow advantage. Ranger Kid is battling back the far side, and Ranger Kid gets a deserved success for James and Liam Kenny. Storm Kid Rising is in second, being followed in by Electricity Work. The hairy fella close fourth from Ballyearl, Clonditz Castle. Billy Kimber, My Wings and Naribo is the last to finish.